We live, baby. We live. We live up in this piece, baby. We live, baby. We growing. We grinding. We grinding. Something spectacular sports. It's your boy. It's your boy, live in the flesh, baby. Live in the flesh. Shout out to all the people that's been supporting me so far. We only like a month due. You know what I mean? We on the road to 100 subs. Then 2, 3, and then we growing. Contact get better. Everything. Right now up is Bivol. Bivol versus Castillo. Bivol versus Castillo on deck. On deck. And then we got the main event on deck. Usyk. I want to see how he look at heavyweight. I wish the opponent was, maybe the other guy opponent was a little better. Speaking of the other opponent, it came out that his other test with the dude Sprung, whatever his name is, it came out that his other test was negative. But that don't mean nothing, so it depends on when this stuff get out of your system. When they took it, it was in your system, and then when they, I don't know if that clears them or not. But he fighting Charles Witherspoon. But I want to look at Bivol. He's the dark horse of the 175. He doesn't seem to get no attention. I remember a few years ago, they was kind of promoting him like he the next Gennady Golovkin, maybe a future fight with Andre Ward. Andre Ward retired. And next week, we have Gosvick versus Beterbiev. So we going to see what's popping over here, y'all. I don't got nobody in here, but we going to do this live commentary. We riding, baby. Castillo versus Bivol. Let's see what's going on. Look like they got a nice crowd in Chicago on the zone. Let's see what Bivol going to do. He was getting a lot of knockouts at first. But then he was getting a lot of knockouts at first, but then all of a sudden, let me see. He was getting a lot of knockouts, but now it's not there. So let's see what they gonna do. Baby. It's on you. Here we go, round one. Bivol, Demetrio Bivol. He's like the Andre of 175. It seems like, I don't know, people don't mention him when they think of fights. He coming out. He up in the high guard. Castillo, I think he just lost to Marcus Brown last year. He was an Olympian in 2008 in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Let's see. He might be a nice test for homeboy, though. Bivol looked like he wanted to smoke. We'll see, though. I don't know if his confidence is shot because he haven't been knocking people out. We'll see. Jab to the body. Let's see. Slow fight so far. Counter by Bivol. It's good that sometimes you got to take these fights, man, because he should, to be honest with you, Bivol should be fighting the winner of next week's fight. They should go right back to back as long as they don't get no injuries. Bivol don't have the same manager as Kovalev and Gosvick got the same manager. Igor Klimas, the manager of Postal Lomachenko. But the winner next week should jump right in there with Bivol. And that'll be for 3 straps. And then we'll see what happens. But Kovalev fighting Canelo, we know Canelo ain't going to fight the winner. He's not going to campaign at 175 against no Beterbiev or nobody like that. I seriously doubt it. But who knows? If Canelo became undisputed at 175, that's amazing. That's unheard of, buddy. He putting himself on a higher level than a lot of All-time greats died doing that one. He putting himself on another level. This is a slow first round. Slow first round for Usyk. Not really. A lot of people haven't really been checking for this fight because of his name opponent. This is a good start-off fight when you move up the division. You usually don't go straight to the top. You take a slight tune-up type fight, a little test for you to see how you can handle heavyweight. But we gonna see. About 15 seconds left in the first round. Bivol, slow fight, ain't really doing too much. Bivol has turned into like a punch. He had to a boxer. Before he was more of like a puncher with a lot of knockouts. He's shaking his hand. I don't know why fighters do that. Like they sparring, but it looked like a good crowd in Chicago though. The ring jump, she looked fly. Stabbed in. Oh, that's his dad. Yuri Bivol. Interpreter. Main event fighter. Round 2 begins, y'all. We got one person watching it. I appreciate y'all smashing the thumbs up. I know that I try to do live on most of the fights, but I know some of the fights, the interest in some of the fights, y'all might not come, but I still got to do it, you know. Practice my commentating skills. They might want to hire me for something. Showtime or the Zone might want to hire me. All right, they in the center of the ring. But next Friday gonna be listen, Gosvick versus those are one of those fights that for some reason not getting a lot of buzz, but it's so meaningful, yo. That fight gonna be amazing, son. Next Friday the 18th, so the weigh-in in about 5 days. So it's on an unusual Friday, right in Philly, North Philly, right where Temple is. This Castillo dude is not no easy like cupcake guy. It looked like he came to win a little bit. I mean, he was in the Olympics. They both are counter punchers though. You know how they both counter puncher and then waiting for the other guy to punch, and they just trying to counter each other. It's like they don't want to It's like they don't want to take the initiative. They both fainting. That's why being aggressive, come forward fighter is actually a skill. There's very few people that can come forward. If they can come forward, then they usually can't fight as a counterpuncher going backwards and vice versa. But it's very rare that you have fighters that can do both. Bud can do it. Jaron Ennis can do it. We knew Floyd could do it. There's nothing so far in this round. Castillo, if he trying to win this fight, he gonna have to really go all out, dog. Unless he just there for a paycheck and not to get knocked out. Nice strong jab by Bivol. Bivol looked like his eye gets swollen real easy. Some people's cheeks look like they get swollen even without taking a lot of shots. Bivol is definitely a boxer. He hasn't been getting knockouts, but I don't hear nobody saying that he's boring like they said Boo Boo. I wonder what determines how boring they are. Because Homeboy be dropping his opponents. Boo Boo. Nice little exchange right there. Now homeboy fighting going forward. Castillo, they keep shaking hands like it's a sparring session. Like they got a silent agreement. Let me see. Third round, baby. Third round, third round. It's crazy how usually every weight class usually has a dark horse in the division that's good and people want to see them, but it seems like they don't get the opportunities as everybody else. It's like, I don't know. You got Bivol at 175, Andrade at 160. I mean, and don't get the opportunities. Bud at 147. It's weird, yo. Caleb Smith at 168. Homeboy then turned into a straight counterpuncher. A lot of people got Bivol as rated number one. From what I've seen, I got Beterbiev better than all of them. And even Gosvick, I think, is better than Bivol. But some people got Bivol. From what I'm seeing, he don't move left to right too much. He bounce a little bit. Keep his hands up a little bit. It's round 3, y'all. It's one of those fights with not a lot of action. So it forces me to talk about other things related to boxing. Like next week's unification, WBC and IBF 175 unification. Beterbiev 14-0, 14 knockouts versus Gosvick 17-0 and 14 knockouts. Russia versus Ukraine. Right now, Russia has 3 of the champions. Another champion being from Ukraine. We all know, I think years ago, Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union. So they're close to each other. Dude is walking forward. Dude is alright. I mean, he just ain't really doing a lot, but this fight probably go the distance. Because Bivol, let me check Bivol out, man. Let me see if Bivol got a second gear. Bivol is in a position where he has to really do something exciting so people say, yeah, I want that fight. Bivol definitely needs his range. He don't go to the body a lot. Jab to the body. Miss for Castillo. Straight right for Bivol. You can tell Bivol, he don't have a lot of fight. It still looked like Bivol is like thinking a lot about what he's doing. It's like he learned something in training. He's still thinking it out to see if it works. It doesn't come off as like a natural reflex. Slow fight so far. We riding, we riding.
Be free and relax.
Bivol, bam. Dude must got a left hook. He got his right hand up real high. Lead left hand by Bivol. Jab by Castillo. Castillo got little skills. They ain't doing nothing really. Like, they not really going to the body. They just stand in the middle of the ring feinting each other. Trying to get the other one to lead. And then trying to land one big punch. Left hook by Bivol was blocked. Almost missed with the counter right. He almost connected. Jab to the body by Bivol. Jab. Round 4 almost over, y'all. Next up, we got the heavyweight debut of Oleksandr Usyk, 2012 Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine. The same year, Gosvick won, I believe, a bronze, and Lomachenko won his second gold medal from that Ukrainian team. Slow fight so far. Maybe Bivol could pick up the pace. He got him in the corner. Bivol is not really an inside fighter. If he fight Beterbiev, it's going to be problems, yo. Once Beterbiev fighting close with them body shots, buddy. Round 4 is over. Come on, man. We trying to see it. It's almost 11 o'clock. They showing Usyk on the screen. He getting his hands wrapped. Heavyweight debut. That Sprong dude looked like he would have came more. Let's see what homeboy got. Round 5 begins, y'all. And this is a feint match. They just feinting and feinting and feinting. Just feinting and feinting and feinting. Homeboy just doing just a little bit more to win. Dude look like he just happy to get a nice check. Fought on the zone. He ain't coming to knock him out. One thing about Gosvick, too, I'm comparing Gosvick to Bivol. One thing about Gosvick, his counterpunching is different. Like, he move around the ring a little bit differently than Bivol. Bivol kind of stay there and don't really move side to side, but he do a lot of feinting. Gosvick move around the ring a little bit more. and is a little bit more patient and usually turn it on. It's round 5. Let's see if Bivol going to turn it. Oh, okay. He might have heard him right there. Let's see if Bivol turn it up or not. Because you gotta have more than one gear, man. You gotta have more than one gear. Because you ain't winning no close decisions against nobody with a big name. I always say that. People like Laura, what's the other Cuban name? Ugas. They got one gear, and they always get in situations where they be left out. You got to go third and fourth gear, a la Bernard Hopkins versus Trinidad. You got to go take that shit, yo. You can't be playing around with the judges like that. So Bivol gonna have to. I can just see the way he fight. He gonna be losing some real controversial decisions the way he fight. I can already see it. Canelo fight what in 3 weeks, so maybe Canelo will stay at 175. That'd be crazy if he beat Kovalev and stay at 170. Man, what do y'all think? For those watching, where do you think Canelo will rank if he become undisputed at 175? If he become undisputed at 175, son, man, on all-time great status, whew, that's big, yo. That's big. I'm talking about. He's definitely gonna be. They trying to heat up a little bit. They still counter punching each other. Bivol don't really fight on the inside too much. He still need that certain amount of range. If Canelo become undisputed, I'm trying to think where he will land at as far as like all-time great status. He'd definitely be the greatest Mexican fighter ever. But I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. He definitely gonna be rated higher than Marvin Hagler. I tell you that. He definitely gonna be rated higher than him. Undisputed at 175, son. Like that's unheard of, yo. Started off at 154 and undisputed. They're showing Chaz. They said Chaz was selling cars or something. He took this on a few days' notice, y'all. So he probably not in shape at all. He probably wasn't even sparring recently. He probably just go down real easy. Who knows? Who knows? For those who just coming in, if y'all new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. This is real. This is raw. We grinding. We grinding. I'm gonna be doing more lives throughout the week too. Once I fill out, I'm working out this, this schedule with my own business and shit like that. It takes scheduling. Where I give it to you straight down the pike, no agenda. However I see it, that's how I'm calling it. Nobody pay me to say nothing. Let's see if Bivol got a second gear now. Because usually, now, and if one thing about Gosford, he start off slow, but he usually start to speed it up a little bit. He'll usually set like a trap or something for you. Gosford will. But we'll see. And for those who watching, who do y'all have winning between Beterbiev? Oh, nice! Bivol threw a nice right counter. That shit was slick. And he dropped Castillo. Wow. Castillo didn't even expect that. That was slick. That was slick by Bivol. Let's see if he can finish him. But he still counters. He's still a natural counterpuncher guy. It was a nice slick counter, yo. Dude got up, though. And it's like a minute and a half left in round 6. Let's see if he can finish him. Dude can go like he don't even... Not sure if he even train. Like his core game is not even strong. Like he don't go to the body at all. Bivol. He need to work on that, yo. He just a headhunter. That was a nice counter, boy. They showed that replay. I want to see what Bivol can do against aggressive Beterbiev. And one thing about fighting, this is going to show people going to fight Bivol even more. Now it's not like he knocking everybody out and not showing vulnerabilities. He going the distance. So ain't no reason not to fight Bivol, man. We want to see one champion. Did for those who watching, did y'all see what Dana White said? Once, because we know Dana White's supposed to be coming in with Zuffa Boxing. He said he won't be acknowledging no belts at all. Wow. And if you think about it, if he done that and he can get investors into boxing as a whole, it's possible. It's going to take a lot of work together. Like, people going to have to really get rid of old traditional things that they doing. And also the fighters is going to have to be paid, because people are not going to, of course they ain't going to fight for peanuts. They used to making a certain amount, because we all know that most of the boxers make way more than the UFC guys. It's about to be round 7, man. Bivol with a nice round. He dropped them. Next up, we got the heavyweight debut of Oleksandr Usyk, 2012 Olympic gold medalist. He fought a lot of fighters in the amateurs. One guy by the name of Showtime Sean Porter, and he happened to lose to Showtime Sean Porter. He fought Artur Beterbiev. Oh, nice right. Caught him right on the chin. Caught him right on the chin and shocked his ass. Nice counter right hand. Do a lazy jab, bang, right on the chin. Right on the chin. Bang. Nice. But if Bivol, Russia versus Russia, he basically pitching a shutout. That's round 7, y'all. For those who just coming in, feel free to smash the thumbs up, share, and subscribe if you haven't to. This is real. This is my new channel. Y'all might have seen me on my other channel. I switched things up a little bit. I'm still the same, but it's just strictly dedicated to sports over here. We grinding. No agenda. Most of the stuff I put up is boxing, but I do talk about basketball a little bit. We grinding. We grinding. Bivol is gonna have to see. I look at boxing, I see it from different perspectives. I know how people react to certain fighters. Bivol is a solid fighter. He good. He got a belt, but they want you to have a certain excitement to you, so they say you call you boring. At least that's what they do with Andrade. And Bivol is not necessarily boring. It's a difference between boring and just not super exciting. Because a lot of fighters you might think is boring. I like Demetrius Andrade's style. Some people say he's boring. Canelo's running with that now. In my opinion, I think Boo Boo was a bigger threat than Kovalev. That's a harder style to beat, because Boo Boo move around a lot, and he tall and he's southpaw. He finally went to the body, Bivol. Bivol talked about moving down to 168. If I was Bivol's team, he better work on going to the body. He look for that right hand a lot. Bam, okay. He don't just stand right there and let you hit him, though. Push him back with the jab. Bam. We grinding. We Wiki. Round 7 over. 5 more rounds. Look like this gonna go the distance. Look like Bivol don't got an extra gear, man. Look like he just happy with the decision. It looked like he just a natural counterpuncher. And usually when you step up in competition, then your power goes down. Your power goes down.
Punches, longest punches, think about your head. We are getting hit today.
5 more rounds to go for Bivol. Where we at to my man Sale from staircase to stage? Dimitri Bivol. He basically pitching a shutout, and he got an extra dude got an extra point taken away because he got dropped in round 6. If Bivol, I don't know, he should stay at 175. He talking about move 68, but Bivol versus Callum Smith would be a good fight, yo. I think Callum Smith, with his length, he can definitely move to 175. Shit, he might even make it to cruiserweight because he's tall. Like 6'3", I think. Maybe taller, I don't know. Round 8, baby. We want to see Usyk, man. I want to see Usyk haven't fought in like a year almost since he beat Bellew. Supposed to fight in May against Carlos Takam. Got injured. Carlos Takam signed with, I think, Star Boxing. He's fought in Sprung a couple days ago. Sprung got busted. Today it came out that the guy Sprung samples on a different date was clean, but I mean that doesn't mean nothing. I mean that, you know, when they tested you that date, you was dirty, and then the other time you was clean. He tested you again. I mean, maybe it got out of your system. We know Vada is catching everybody, so cheating is dumb. People don't want to put that work in, man. They want to cheat themselves to the top, you know. Oh, he turning his back. Bivol can get this guy out of here. Actually, if he it's his demeanor. Nice right to the body. Combination. Dude ready to go. He posturing. Dude ain't really throwing no shots back. I like to see Bivol versus Badu Jack. If Badu Jack is fighting, for those who just coming in, man, this is your boy, Something Spectacular Sports. We grinding round 8. I'm really anticipating to see Usyk, man. I'm really want to see what this guy can do at heavyweight. This opponent he's facing is not really going to really see what he can do. But after this fight, I believe, and I'd like to get your thoughts, who should Usyk fight after he get this victory? Should he fight Parker? Should he fight... I doubt if he fought Parker. Should he fight Chisora before he get his heavyweight shot? Should he fight... let me see. Chisora, Parker, or just go right into it with Ruiz? Because we know the IBF mandatory is due. They're not giving them more exemptions. So if Pulev beat Radel Booker, he's going to have to fight the winner of AJ, and Ruiz is going to have to fight Pulev. If not, they're going to get stripped. So that leaves Bob Arum with a chance to have a belt. Now, if they if the WBA be on that shit where they force them to, even though they know IBF is mandated, and they still let them have it, then we'll see. Maybe the WBA was probably mad at them. That's when I was on Twitter with L. The WBO probably mad at him for not acknowledging that Ruiz was the champion. So maybe they just try to strip him too, even though they know the IBF, because you can only fight one mandatory at a time. But if they happen to hold on to it, people would love to see Usyk versus AJ or Ruiz. So Usyk is in a good position. Sometimes being a mandatory is better positioning, especially if the person you're mandated to fight has multiple belts. Sometimes it's better to be mandatory position than it is to be a champion. Imagine if Bud Crawford was the mandatory right now and didn't have the WBO belt, and he was the IBF mandatory. Errol Spence would have to fight him or give up the belt, so it wouldn't be no nothing. Or if he was the WBC or the WBA, Pacquiao would have to fight him. But WBA is like weird. They got 2 champions, which is boy, people do anything for money, boy. I don't know what they do with their money. I'm sure they're making some good money. They still not enough. So Bivol just cruising to a nice victory. Bivol is just happy with being a counterpuncher. Mark my words when I tell you this, guys. When he fights somebody where he's the B side, even if he win, he's gonna lose a controversial decision based on his demeanor. You can't just be happy with doing this against certain fighters, yo. And he making it close, especially if he fight a guy like Canelo, whose boxing game is good. He's gonna put himself in a position. But I like to see him fight. I like to see Bivol fight the winner of next week's fight. And then the following week on the zone, we got look, the 26th. I'm gonna do live for like mad fights on the 26th. Check this out. The 26th, we got one of the most anticipated fights of the year. Regis Prograis versus Josh Taylor. I've been had Regis as the number 1 guy, but then I seen Josh Taylor fight some more. I was like, yo, this is gonna be a challenge. And I got Regis slightly winning, but the fact that the fight is in the UK kind of evens it out for me. So that's a 50-50 fight right there. I lean towards Regis slightly, like 50, 55, 45. But I can see where Regis can hurt Josh Taylor because he like to fight for the crowd. So that's on the 26th. That's in the daytime because they in the fight in the UK. And then at night you got Joette Gonzalez, Shakur Stevenson's girl's brother, fighting for the WBO. And I don't know if y'all heard earlier, it's seen on Boxing Scene, Shakur Stevenson said that he'll be moving up to 130 real soon. He's moving up to 130 real soon. The only way he'll stay at 126 is if it's Josh Warrington. But we know Josh Warrington don't want the work, so he just put himself in a position where he just might as well move up and fight at 130. I wish he would have stayed at 126. And this is in case he wins and fight Gary Russell. That's the fight right there. That's the fight that they should make, yo. Real talk. They should make that fight, yo. That'd be good for his legacy, everything. And that's on the 26th. And then we also got Erickson Lubin versus Nathaniel Gallimore. Nathaniel Gallimore, he's a dangerous fighter. He lost to J-Rock, but he gave J-Rock, he done his best. And prior to that, he upset somebody that was good. I think DeLoach or whatever. So the 26th is going to be amazing. Then the following week, we got Canelo versus Kovalev, and then Ryan Garcia. So it's a lot of great fights, man, for the rest of these weeks. And y'all ride with me. I'll be here, do the live joint. If I could show it, of course I would. We can't get copyright strikes. Make sure y'all smash the thumbs up, subscribe, share. This is Something Spectacular Sports, and we grinding. It's the 10th round of Bivol versus Castillo. I'm ready for this fight to be over. Bivol was pitching a shutout. Usyk should be on right afterwards. It's only 10:14 in Chicago, so Endure tough times. Nah, he don't. You know what? Endure tough times. You're right. I said the same thing. Povetkin versus Usyk. I said the same thing. I got you. Endure tough times. Yo, shout out to Darkness. What's up, man? Povetkin versus Usyk. I said the same thing, yo. And I know it's like I don't know what the details of it is. It's like a big rivalry between Ukraine and Russia. I don't really know what's going on with that, but Ukraine versus Russia is next week. But Povetkin will be a real good fight, man. I said the same thing because Povetkin is a heavyweight, but he's a smaller heavyweight as far as height. But if Usyk beat Povetkin, they like, whoa. But maybe Povetkin is too dangerous before they fight for a belt. So they, from a business perspective, that might not be good. Endure tough times because imagine if he fight Povetkin and lose, and if you're gonna lose, they would rather you lose fighting for the belt or the vacant belt. So I'm not sure if they'll fight Povetkin. I think he'll beat Povetkin, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I got Usyk beating Tyson Fury right now. Usyk beats Tyson Fury right now. Yeah, yep. I agree, man. But from a business perspective, him fighting Chisora will be a good fight. Because you know they ain't going to put him in with Dylan White unless it's like a vacant belt. Usyk versus Dylan White. But I got Usyk beating Tyson Fury right now. Like real talk. Because I like Tyson Fury is good, but I think Usyk has got more to him. And Usyk is more consistent. Tyson Fury fight to level his competition. Now I know his height will be something, but I think Usyk can go to his body and outslick him. Tyson Fury is used to being the faster guy and the slickest out of all the heavyweights, but he gonna fight somebody that's more elusive than him, southpaw. So I don't see Tyson Fury winning that fight, especially after Tyson Fury got dropped versus Stephen Cunningham. So we know he can hit that deck. We know he can hit that deck. They got homeboy up on the screen. He look like he reading the Bible. Usyk. Usyk is a real interesting character, yo. I seen him rapping one time, yo. He's different, yo. As his English gets better, he can translate his personality more. Even without good English, he still got a personality. He definitely a small heavyweight, though. He weighed in at 215. But think about this, y'all. Check this out. Wilder weighed 209 versus Fury. Now, no, we know Wilder got freakish power. Probably one of the biggest right hands in history. But that goes to show you size and height and all, you know. It's not that too much far. It's not that far off. It's just like, it's almost like two divisions low when it comes to heavyweight. It's like heavyweight and super heavyweight. Yeah, Wilder is. Wilder is underrated, actually. He's actually underrated because people just think that he wild. They actually don't realize that you can't just, to be able to knock out that many people is crazy, yo. To knock out that many people is not luck. You can't just do that. Now, one thing I can say about Wilder too, what makes it homeboy look like he ready to go, man. Bivol got to learn how to step on the gas, yo. If he want to go to that next level. One thing about Wilder that makes his fight so exciting is the fact that he's so vulnerable. He gets hit with shots, he gets wobbled, and then bang, out of nowhere he hits you. So watching Wilder is like watching some like TV show. You don't know what's going to happen. That's what makes him exciting. And then he gets you out of there with that big right hand. And a lot of times when he's ready to finish you, he'll throw wild punches. But Wilder is actually underrated. In my opinion, the best guy that can beat Wilder, we all know Fury gave him a tough fight, but I just think Fury is like, it's something with Fury. I think he's just ready to retire. It just seems like he's done with boxing, in my opinion. I say Andy Ruiz because if Andy Ruiz can get on the inside, that'll take away Wilder's reach advantage, because Wilder don't really fight on the inside. He used to having that range, and Ruiz being a good body puncher, he got a solid chin. But I mean, even with a good chin against Water, it doesn't matter because AJ dropped him, but that's his first time. But Ruiz has in my opinion, Ruiz has the best chance of beating Water. Also, I want to see Usyk. I'll be able to see how the thing about tonight's fight with Usyk, you're going to see how his speed is. Because instead of him having to weigh 200 pounds and then rehydrate to probably 200 and 215, he just weighed in at 215. So he probably going to be stronger, but that will take away some of the speed. But he probably is going to be stronger, though. But this is around 11, y'all. Usyk heavyweight debut is coming up. Homeboy is not going for the victory. Usyk versus Ortiz. Oh, you know what? I'm saying Ortiz. I meant to say Ruiz. Yeah, I'm saying Ortiz, but you know what I mean. I mean Ruiz, actually. I don't know, man. I ain't going front. Andy Ruiz has the best shot to beat Wilder. I kept saying Ortiz. I meant Ruiz. Ruiz got the best shot. Wilder's power is so crazy, but the only thing about it is him fighting Ortiz, even if he win, unless he knock him out in like the first round, he seemed to be getting injured after every fight. Some type of ailment. Also, if he don't knock him out of there like he did Brazil, he's taking punishment. So that adds on more wear and tear to you. So eventually, you add that wear and tear on to you. He fighting again in February with Fury. That's good that it's coming up so close. But what's going to happen if he injure his right hand? I know he be fighting through pain, but I mean, sometimes things happen, especially if Ruiz actually goes to the body. Like I said, I pick Wilder by knockout, but Ruiz got a chance, yo. Ruiz got a chance because the way you slow people down is go to their body and you take away their range. So Wilder need that range to hit you. But if you just get right in that distance where you can avoid his punches and then go to his body and slow him down, a la Tyson used to do, because Tyson was always a smaller guy. Tyson only like 5'10" and something. Ruiz is actually like 6'3". I think him and Usyk around the same height. But Wilder is just so tall with a long-ass range, 87-inch reach, I believe, and 6'7". So we'll see. If Wilder start working on his left hand more and his left hooks, you think he got knockouts now, buddy. Because everybody's just waiting for the right hand and they can't stop it. Imagine if he start connected with that left hook a la Felix Trinidad. Yeah, he did. Hey, Usyk put Bello to sleep. But who do you have between Beterbiev next week? Who do you have? For those who just coming in, if y'all can help the channel out, Beterbiev versus Gosvic. I forgot how to spell his name. IBF, you know who Gosvic. Gosvic is the one that beat Adonis Stevenson when Adonis Steven got hurt real bad last December. And Beterbiev 14-0, 14 knockouts. That fight is going to be amazing. I'll be live back then. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the bell icon. I do live commentary. I do fantasy debates, everything. If you're a real boxing fan, it's the channel to be at. No agenda. Homeboy best punches is counter right hand, I believe. And he got a nice jab, Bivol. Oh yeah, that's on Friday. Yeah, make sure you Friday on ESPN. I don't know if you live in the States. Yeah. Yeah, that fight is big, yo. You never seen Darkness Has Fallen. You might want to watch him, dog. But Turbiev is different, yo. He different, son. He like Triple G. He don't fight like Triple G, but he got like the presence of a Triple G from like 6 years ago, but with the power of how Kovalev used to be. He different, yo. He very exciting. He different, yo. He like one of my favorite fighters. I ain't gonna front, yo. He different, yo. I'm not saying he not beatable, because he did get dropped by a Callum guy, but the way I'm looking at these fights at 175, the person that has the best chance to win is Gosvick, and I don't even think Gosvick is going to beat him because Gosvick, first of all, he knocked out Gosvick in the amateurs. I know the amateurs is different. He stopped him in the amateurs. And if y'all look on YouTube, y'all can see Usyk versus Beterbiev. Beterbiev almost knocked out Usyk in the amateurs. So Usyk used to fight Beterbiev used to fight at these real high heavyweights. So now with him fighting at light heavyweight, the guys can't really take his power like that. He a beast, yo. For real. Easy victory for Bivol, but I think Bivol will get in a fight with him. Bivol was like, I think Beterbiev is like six. I think he like 6'1". Most light heavyweights is gonna be 6. He 5'11" and a half, 73-inch reach. 14-0, 14 knockouts, yo. 14-0, 14 knockouts. Everybody's not a star. You're not a real Darkness. See, I'm a real boxing fan. You don't gotta be a superstar. Are you in the United States? Yeah, it's in Philly. Philly, Temple University. I actually was gonna go to the fight. Man. Everybody not gonna be a star. To be honest with you, Darkness, it's not too many stars in boxing if you really think about it. You will like, trust me, you gonna like Beterbiev when he fights. Trust me. See, what happened is he was with PBC and he was signed to the same promoter as Adonis Stevenson, but he was having a lot of situations going on, so he got injured, he got out, and then his risk level was too high. So when Homeboy retired, he fought for the vacant belt, the IBF belt, when Andre Ward retired. But he's serious, yo. He beat Kovalev in the amateurs. He nice, yo. In order to beat him, you gonna have to really be on your game, dog. Like, seriously. His pressure style is y'all gonna see. But I'm sorry y'all seen Gosvick though. Gosvick is signed to Top Rank. Easy victory for
Nelson Vasquez, 120 to 107. Mike Fitzgerald and Javier Alvarez both scored the bout, 119 to 108. All three for your winner by unanimous decision. And still the undefeated.
Easy work for Bivol. Let's see if he call out the winner of next week. Yeah. Those are the two biggest, in my opinion. Like, those are the most anticipated fights of the year. Gosvick versus Beterbiev, in the following week, Regis Prograis versus Josh Taylor. Regis Prograis versus Josh Taylor, boy. Easy victory. But Gosvick is a little taller. Gosvick is 6'2", a little bit longer reach. 75.5-inch reach. His biggest win was Adonis Stevenson. He beat Yunieski Gonzalez. Yeah, I remember that. He beat Isaac Chalemba. Igis Klimas is a good manager, man. He got a lot of champions. Lisa, what's good? What's up with you? We about to I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm excited about Homeboy fighting at heavyweight. I want to see how he look, just like how I was anticipating Bud fighting at 147. I'm real excited, even though his level of competition is not there. But I just want to see if he's most people gonna slow down, but we'll see, man. He weighed in at 215. he gonna probably be way stronger. You got to be stronger fighting the heavyweights, because they don't got to lose that 15 pounds. You like Bud? Okay. We about. I got you. I got you. I got you. I'll be commentating. You probably. I'm gonna go live next Friday, but you probably got ESPN though. That fight gonna be whew. That's meaningful, dog. This is, if you become undisputed at 175, that's something big, yo. And I think it can happen because they got most of the fighters. Whatchamacallit, a lot of people be saying Bivol was signed to the zone. I don't think he's signed to the zone. It's more like a fight-by-fight basis. And I know that they'll let him fight on ESPN, so it ain't nothing standing in the way. Let's see what he's talking about.
Distance, I would be doing it.
You came onto the scene, you won 11 of your first 13 fights by knockout. This is the fourth straight time you've gone to a decision. Is it frustrating for you just not to finish these types of fights?
You know, if I lose today, it was a bad. But now I keep my belt and I still have a chance to fight for my dream, to fight for another belt, to fight for winner of the Kovalev-BF fight or Canelo-Kovalev. Me, I can fight them because I won today.
You mentioned the fight we're going to see next week, Vodzik against Beterbiev. Do you believe you can get that fight next?
Let's see if we get the winner.
Why not? We are from the same division. Of course I can get this fight.
Congratulations, Dimitri.
Thank you.
Guys.
They like the 140 pounders, the 175 pounders. All right, you gonna see. You gonna be surprised. I'm not surprised. You better start watching boxing more, because Artur Beterbiev, real boxing fans know who he is. Now he's not in the top pound for pound yet. Endure tough times. He's not in the pound. He's not yet. But if he become undisputed, like I think he's gonna be, I think he will. Yeah, prayers up for Spence, man. You know, life is very precious, man. And the thing about life, when certain things happen to you, it really makes you think. You like, man, I remember me, I used to get in trouble. You know, sometimes boom, 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 boom. And then certain things happen. I said, man, fuck this. I got to change, yo. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So things happen for a reason, man. Because it could have actually been worse. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. If he was drinking, that's not cool, dog. That's not. If he was drinking and driving, because think of it this. Imagine if somebody else was in a car, or imagine if he hit another car and took somebody else's life. That's very, very, that's like, that's putting somebody else's life in danger, yo. Because you see what happened. But this thing about it is nothing's probably going to happen to him. He might get a little fine, but they're not going to really do nothing. When you're a celebrity, the rules is different. But he need to be checked for that, yo. If he's drinking and driving, somebody, like I said, man, that accident. Now, if you don't learn from that, if you drinking and driving and you don't learn from that accident, what do you think next to happen? I mean, that's close to death, yo. They flip over like that. And they be driving. I don't know how strict they are, but we about to come on, y'all. Usyk is about to start. For those who just coming in, if you like that real raw boxing with no agendas, everybody got a voice. We agree, we disagree, but it's all for the fans, all for y'all. We talk that real boxing. Most of the stuff I do is boxing, but I also do basketball. But boxing is my main thing. They showing a schedule for the zone. Like I said, in 2 weeks, Josh Taylor, Regis, whew. And then December you got, oh, you know what? I'm tripping for real, son. Look, you got Canelo Regis versus Josh Taylor. The 26th, you also got Shakur Stevenson, Joet, Erickson Lubin, Gallimore. But then on 2nd, you got Canelo. But I forgot all about it. The Monster Inoue versus Nonito Donaire on the 7th. That's on a Thursday. That's gonna be That's gonna be crazy, son. I might even do, since they pretty popular and people like them, I might even do the live commentary for KSI and Logan Paul. Which, you know what? They got Devin Haney on the undercard and they got Billy Joe, so I'm gonna do that one too. So we gonna be lit up in here with the live commentaries, and then I gotta come out with my schedule how I'm gonna do my live commentary from the week. Anthony Jones, what's good? You don't think he gonna fight Ortiz? Now I don't see him fighting Ortiz because Ortiz is probably gonna get knocked out in a couple weeks. I know, that's crazy. I appreciate it, Anthony. Thanks for the showing the love, man. We building up, man. This is my sports channel right here. I appreciate it. Yo, they promoting Tyson Fury, dog. That goes to show you. Look, man. I'm gonna show you. Let me tell you something. When it's that side of the street stuff is fake, yo. Look, Tyson Fury's with ESPN. He's fighting on Fox WWE. They're promoting the fight. They're building his profile so when he fight Wilder, more people will know him. So that goes to show you that if Errol Spence was to fight Bud Crawford, it's better almost to have it with both of them involved, because you can take the ESPN platform and then you can take the platform of Fox. But yeah, that was different. That's good for Tyson Fury. He got the personality. I give it to him. He definitely got a personality. He got the charisma. He speaks very well. His story is amazing about overcoming depression and suicide and drugs. You know what I mean? So he's definitely an inspiration for people all over the world. But I still think Usyk could beat him right now. That's just what I believe. From what I've seen, I don't see him beating Usyk. Now we gotta see. Let me see how Usyk look in a few minutes. It's about to come on, y'all. Who my top 5 pound for pound? Okay, I'm gonna type it in for you. Nah, you got, you're fun, yo, dog. I gotta explain some stuff to you. You believe in triangle theories, dog. It doesn't work that way, yo. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, yo. It doesn't work that way. If Fury, now listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. We all can agree with this. If Fury had one punch knockout power like Wilder, he would never lose. Like, come on, man. He would be setting his guys up and bang. He wouldn't lose. Like, come on, man. That's a special rare gift. And I usually don't base everything on power, because power, I'm gonna be honest with you, power can be overrated, because when you fight certain fighters and they take your power away from you, that's why I want to see how good Usyk really is. Cause I got him as my number 3 pound for pound. But can he take away Wilder's right hand? Because as a southpaw, the straight right hand is the best weapon against a southpaw. So in order to take away Wilder's right hand, you have to move to Wilder's left. And you have to moving to Wilder's left means you got to go towards your own right. So if you're moving towards the right, well, it might look opposite on the screen, but y'all get what I'm saying. If you're moving towards the right, then I mean when Wilder landed the punch, it doesn't have as much force on it. It might be at the tail end of his punch. But Wilder's reach is so long that he can get away with certain things, and he's so awkward. That's why it's hard to bet against him on that, in that sense. And I always said, if people go to his body, That's the best way to weaken Wilder, but it's not as easy. But Ruiz, who knows? Who Boo Boo Andre? Demetrius Andre. Anthony Jones, you funny. You y'all crazy, boy. He fights like a featherweight with the movement. He does. Hey, Anthony Jones, check this out. He does, right? But guess what? So does Usyk. So he used to being so much better than everybody up as far as like technically and slick. He used to being slicker than all the heavyweights, right? And faster. But Usyk is not going to happen. Usyk is slicker than him. Usyk jumps in and out. And Tyson Fury is a counterpuncher. I believe that they both come from the same school, right? Ukraine. Did you guys see Nicholas Walters versus Lomachenko? Nicholas Walters was a big power puncher. I'm not saying that he's the same. I'm just talking about height. And Lomachenko is much shorter, but Lomachenko just kept coming in, firing off, and he was right out of range, in and out. That's how I think he'd beat Tyson Fury. And then he can get into Tyson Fury's body. So I got Usyk beating Tyson Fury on a unanimous decision. Right now, like easy work. Real talk. Yeah, I agree. But it's hard to be Usyk undisputed. Undisputed is saying something, yo. Usyk being undisputed is not easy, yo. Check this out, y'all. This is the reason why I got him so high. Not only is he undisputed, he doing it in other people's country. That to me, he beat Bellew in the UK. He beat all the guys in their own town. I'm like, what the? That shows a lot, yo. Because usually when you beat somebody in their hometown, if you beat them 9-3, they might have you winning 7-5, which is 115 to 113, even though because they just give you hometown extra credit. You feel me? So to do that in people's hometown, become undisputed, and with his style. He weighed in at 215. He got a 78-inch reach. Chaz was 242 with a 79-inch reach. Both of them was 6'4". So he almost 30 pounds. See, this is the difference between heavyweight. He's 30 pounds, almost 30 pounds lighter than Chaz Witherspoon. So it's about to start, y'all. Tell it to tape. Let's get it. And if I don't know if y'all seen in the news. And he also beat Michael Hunter. Michael Hunter is a contender at heavyweight. That's a good contender. It's another contender, Philip Hrgovic is nice too. And Daniel Dubois from the UK. Oh, he just fought in March. Okay, I didn't think he still fought. Chaz Weatherford fought March 23rd. Okay. He's in and out. He just moved up. Andre just moved up. Yeah, Loma nice though. But Loma versus Devin Haney is the biggest fight at 135. But Loma is going to fight Teofimo versus Comey early next year for undisputed. Now, for the sake of boxing and based on his reputation, he shouldn't allow Bob Arum to say, I don't want to fight Devin Haney, because people always talk about a fantasy fight between Loma and Floyd Mayweather at 130. I mean, this is the closest thing to it. You can't fight Floyd, but fight Devin Haney at 135. But it looks like they're going to probably, I don't know what they're going to do, man. The sanctioning bodies. Did y'all hear what Dana White said? Like I said, he said if he come in, he's taking away all the belts. None of the belts are going to come.
Let's get this party started!
I think Usyk's solid. Chaz just sold a Charger yesterday. I don't think he was really training. You funny. He said he was Chelisar. Yeah, I be on my boxing, man. I like boxing, man. I watch a lot of boxing, yo. He said they did just say he sell cars, though. That's crazy. I know everybody at the car dealership was like, yo. But just imagine if he won, though. He not training, though. You can say he just there to get the money. But imagine if he just won, though. I remember he used to fight, though. You're crazy, man. Y'all funny. Y'all funny, man. You guys is funny. He's selling cars. There's a big difference between selling cars and getting punched in the face. Oh boy, y'all funny. But Usyk is they walk into the ring, y'all. Chaz Brothers. It's actually a nice crowd, though. Actually, you got to give it to I mean, they trying to sell tickets, though. It must be a big Ukrainian population in Chicago because they out to support them. It's a nice little crowd there.
Usyk.
Here we go, Usyk. Let's see what he can do at heavyweight. That's the only time I seen him really at heavyweight was did y'all see on a World Championship Series of boxing where he fought Joe Joyce? And Joe Joyce nowadays is like 250. Joe Joyce like he got even bigger since that time. He like 40, 50 pounds bigger than Usyk. But Usyk is gonna have to do it. He gonna have to fight like Lomachenko, in and out, and use his feet. And I'm sure that's what their game plan is gonna be. But the only difference is, Usyk doesn't use Lomachenko dad as his trainer. They got different trainers. I thought they used to train him, but for some reason he ain't with Lomachenko dad, I don't think. And one thing, if I was Usyk too, he gonna have to use his feet. And if you're not a big puncher, you can make up for it by being a great body puncher, similar to Lomachenko. If you notice, Lomachenko is a solid puncher. He's not a big puncher, but he's solid. You can't just run up on him like that, but he's a great body puncher. And he places his punches very well. He got short arms, and bang, he'll get you with a little shot. There we go, Usyk. Let's see Usyk. I don't think. You crazy, though. You must have used to sell cars. We have this car in silver too, and I highly recommend you buy this extended warranty. You know they get paid extra to buy those extended warranties. You crazy, boy. Campbell fight Devin might get, man, the only person, I'm going to be honest with you, the only person I give a chance to beat Lomachenko at 135 is Devin Haney. I don't give, and Richard Comey has a puncher's chance. Did they comp all the techers like Fury Wilder? I think Eddie too smooth for that. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. If I live back where I'm from, I'll be going to all the fights. Man, I would be going, especially in California. They got so many fights, yo. I have like a $3,000-$4,000 budget just for going to the fights, because it's one thing watching the fights. I don't know if you ever been to a fight, but it's one thing watching them on TV, but actually being there is different. The last fight I went to was Jarrett Hurd versus J-Rock. And then the fight I went to prior to that was Luis Ortiz versus Wilder, which was amazing. And then Rigondeaux versus Lomachenko in New York at almost 2 years ago, where Rigondeaux quit. I was like, man, I want my money back. Here we go, y'all. They singing that Ukrainian national anthem. Oh, wow. You want to see an upset? Wow. Okay, Anthony. Usyk, I'm telling you, the more characters they have at heavyweight, it just makes it even more interesting. Remember a few years ago where the heavyweight was whack? But now you got some characters. You got Wilder, you got Ruiz, you got Wilder, AJ, Ruiz, Fury, Usyk. So it just makes it even more compelling for you to have Watts, because I just put out a video. If y'all get a chance, I put out the video, undefeated and losses is overrated. Nowadays, they only fight like once every 7 or 8 months, so a loss is seen as more detrimental to your career when it's really not. But if fighters was fighting more active, then the losses wouldn't really affect them, because they'd be in the public's eye, and it depends on how you lose. As long as you get up a good effort, then that's why I say now losses is overrated, yo. Because just think how big this rematch between Ruiz, even though it's in Saudi Arabia, it's not in the States or the UK, but a lot of people are still going to watch this fight, yo. Andy Ruiz versus Joshua, because I'm starting to think like, okay, did Ruiz get Hollywood and not train? That increases his chances. Because that style, Ruiz's style is not good for AJ. When you have conditioning problems, that's no bueno. So it's about to come on, yo. Round 1 is almost here. Yo, Anthony, son, look, listen. Being at the fight it's different, yo. It's the energy in the room, and then you be sitting next to people they be knowing boxing, yo. It's something about it, yo. It gets you hype, son. It gets you real hype. Even the Jared Hurd fight, the undercard fights was good. The undercard fights was real good, yo. I don't know if y'all remember Kelly Pavlik? He's crazy, man. That's not Floyd's fault. That's just Floyd. Floyd, I mean, these guys act like they Floyd, but they not. He got a personality. He just different, man. He one of a kind. You can't really duplicate your style. You gotta market yourself differently, not like Floyd. Part of it is too, is because now, since like I'm on YouTube talking boxing, years ago you couldn't do this, right? So now more people's opinion is being heard about the boxers. So the boxers are human. They worry about what people think about them and shit like that. So they don't want to be criticized for losing in Instagram. You know what I mean? So they just real cautious now. A lot of boxers is real sensitive, yo. They be real sensitive. You say something about them, you can give them 10 compliments. You say one thing about their game, and then they say, oh, this person is a hater, when you said 10 things that was good about them. Or if you don't agree with their decision, they say you're a hater. That's why on this channel, I keep it straight down the pike, yo. I don't work for nobody, yo. I got my favorite fighters, but if my favorite fighter lose, then you lost. Like, I can't stand fake robberies. I don't like that. Here we go. Round 1 about to begin.
Made to chill, Ingrad, and JD Sports. Sanctioned by the Illinois State Athletic Board. Acting Director, Nancy Eilig. Executive Manager, Joel Campuzano. The 3 judges at ringside scoring this contest will be Al Gallardo, Jerry Jacobko, and Bill Lurch. And inside the ring,
all from Illinois. Anthony, who's a great UK heavyweight? AJ good. AJ good. AJ and Fury. Tell me about it. You can't be Floyd. Gotta be you. Talking no losses. Got a public pin on one loss like you weekend. That ain't true. That's true. He's spitting bars. I see you. I see you, Anthony Jones, spitting bars. Anthony Jones got bars. Yeah, because you gotta be you, dog. Like people don't realize people like you for you. That's not to say you shouldn't learn. He from Philly too. Shout out to Chaz. Yeah, I forgot he from Philly. He got us some knockouts though. He was solid. See, people don't. You gotta learn from people, but you still gotta do it yourself. Like even with I got my own channel, I can't copy nobody else's style and lingo on their channel. I gotta be myself. And if people don't like it, then they just don't like it. But that's not to say I can't learn from other channels. That's how it is, man. People want to be exactly Floyd, and they don't sell the tickets as Floyd. They not. People don't know that Floyd, before he even changed his name, he was in the Hall of Fame before he even became Money Mayweather. They just, I don't know, man. They never even seen him fight at 130. They just think. I remember Floyd when he didn't even sell tickets, yo. He didn't even, he used to say he was a past, present, and the future. He said he basically spoke his whole he spoke his success into existence. We used to be like, yo, this dude is good. Why he don't even sell out? He wasn't even a star. Usyk doing something though. I'm surprised Lomachenko hasn't fought on I'm surprised Lomachenko hasn't fought in Chicago. I'm gonna do the commentary, y'all, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna come back. But feel free to go ahead and ask y'all questions. Let me get my George Foreman on. Here we go. Dude a little flabby. But he, one thing that'll give Witherspoon some confidence, he like, I'm fighting a cruiserweight. The heavyweights look at cruiserweights as like being all small. Okay, here we go. He got the high guard on like he's fighting how he does. He got the side-to-side movement. He going side to side. Chaz Witherspoon right there. Usyk need to go to his body. Their reach is around about the same height, but he giving up 30 pounds though. Total different ball game at heavyweight. Jab. Nice body shot by Witherspoon. Homeboy circling to his left. Jab by Witherspoon. Witherspoon is like, look, if I can just land this one shot, I could just quit this car dealership. Because if Witherspoon wins, he probably become the WBO mandatory. Because Usyk is, so he should. Usyk is faster than him. Nice little left hook by to the body by Usyk. Nice. For those who just coming in, if you want to support the channel, feel free to subscribe and smash that thumbs up. Nice little right hand by like a power jab by Usyk. Nice little left. Chaz Witherspoon actually came to fight, y'all. It's getting heated up. Dude ain't just come to lay down though. He probably got inspiration by Andy Ruiz. He on 5-day notice. Andy Ruiz is on a longer notice. I think his was about 5-6 week notice. But shit, they say in the year the upsets. We'll see. They fainting. But one Usyk showed from his fight with Bellew that he has a second gear. For those who just coming in, Bivol beat Castillo. He pitched a shutout. He dropped him, but he only got like one gear. He gonna have to, if he want to go to a higher level, he gonna change gears. I don't know if it's conditioning or it's just his temperament, because, or it's just his technique. He just was waiting as a counter puncher. We'll see. You got to get the ring rust off a little bit. I get a first round. It's about 10 seconds left. I get a first round to Witherspoon. I mean, Usyk, my fault. Yeah, round 1 to Usyk. You say you like, yeah, that's how they do. Here we go, round 2 about to begin. Here we go. Round 2 begins. Little feigning jab. He's not really, it's not a power jab that Usyk throws. He's probably, left hand by Usyk. Usyk gotta go to that body, boy. I think now looking at it, this is a good fight for Usyk in his first fight at heavyweight. Somebody at least to try, but at the same time ain't gonna be too crazy. To see what you need to work on. Like you said earlier, Povetkin might be too much. Endure tough times. I think he can beat Povetkin, but let's see how he do. Because one thing about Povetkin got that nice, sweet overhand right. And speaking of Povetkin, I didn't really think, I thought Fury kind of won that fight, yo. I was like, yo, what fight are they watching? I forget when it was. I think it was a couple weeks ago. I'm like, yo, I thought Tyson Fury cousin was winning. I thought he won. I was like, yo. He's trying that right hook. Ooh, nice straight left to the body. Nice. Ooh, now he going to the body. Smart. Usyk smart. Okay. He feinting. Trying to get in the range. Got the high guard. Right hook. For those who don't know, Usyk been calling out Wilder. He been calling out Wilder. That's why it's another character for your resume. He said his favorite color was green. He got on the green shorts right now. Green and white. Like, I don't know if that's Ukrainian colors or got the green and white Pumas. Nice left to the body by Usyk. Nice head movement, bobbing and weaving. About 30 seconds left in round 2. Oh, nice little right hand by his jab is like a power jab. He must be right-handed, yo. He must be right-handed in real life because his jab is like a power jab. Now he fight going forwards. That's why I like him. Oh, nice left to the body. He might can get Witherspoon. He might can get Witherspoon out of there. Let's see. Like y'all said, his condition in round 2 over. Yo, what's up, Kyra? You from Alaska? Antarctica? Wow. What's up, Kyra? From Antarctica. I didn't think people could live in Antarctica. Shout out to you, man. Alaska. You had it, man. Alaska. There ain't nobody. You can't live in Antarctica. So you can't live in Antarctica. I think it's impossible. Shout out to Alaska though. Usyk. But she said greetings from Antarctica, but I don't think you can. Oh no, I thought you were just saying it from Antarctica. I didn't think you can even live in Antarctica unless you. I didn't think that was possible, son. I thought it was real cold, like. So hey. Here we go. Round 3 begins, yo. I got Usyk up 2-0. It's a nice little test for Usyk. Usyk starting to land a little bit more with his straight left. He got a nice little left that he throw where he lean with it. He's starting to land more. One thing about boxing, your feet is very, very important. Your footwork is very important. He can bounce a little bit. That's what I like about Usyk. He got a little bounce to him. And if you're a flat-footed fighter, you need somebody to be stationary to land your shots. But it does require a lot of stamina. That's why Usyk versus Ruiz will be a hell of a fight, yo. That Pulev fight, man, that's bullshit. I don't even want to see that. I want to see Usyk go right up head and fight Ruiz or AJ winner. Oh, he's starting to connect on Witherspoon now. At the way it's going, he might get Witherspoon out of there. He's starting to connect on him. That body, he's starting to land now. Usyk going for the gunner now. Nice left. He got like a left hook. He got like a straight left. Usyk looking good right now. The world is watching. Can Usyk maintain a heavyweight? Chaz Witherspoon too slow for Usyk. And Usyk throwing it. If y'all not watching, Usyk throwing it straight left to the body. That's nice. I love when people throw their body shots, boy. And especially the non-traditional body shots, because most people throw body shots at right hook or left hook. But when you can throw straight shots to the body like Tank Davis and Usyk doing, that's nice, yo. Witherspoon taking a lot of shots. He's starting to get hit more. He's starting to hit with that left hand. Round 3. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I ain't know. Oh, you can live in Antarctica? Nah, you can't live in Antarctica. I don't think it's possible. Yo, who do you like, Dark? You weird, Darkness. You are weird, dog. I don't understand. Who do you actually like, yo? What fighter do you like? You like Canelo? Who else do you like? Do you understand that this guy just moved up he just moved up. All right, man. I don't know what you like. You like knockouts? I don't get it, yo. Yo, I like different type fighters too. I ain't gonna lie. Some people move around and box. I like the way Usyk bounce on his feet though. but he still fight right there. Ooh, nice right to the body. A nice right jab to the body. He opening up on Witherspoon. I think he's trying to let people know, like, look. And plus this, too. Check this out. Usyk, remember, he didn't have to go down to 200. He weighed in at 215. He probably rehydrated to 210 or something when he was a cruiserweight. Now he didn't have to lose that pound, so he probably got even more energy. He probably fighting around close to his walk around weight, a la Floyd and a la Lomachenko. When you don't have a lot of weight to lose, a lot of times that's an advantage, even though you be smaller than the guys, but you can outthink them, outcondition them, and beat them, because it's all about IQ, boxing. Yeah, his little slight movement is good. Like, Usyk movement is nice, yo. He's stepping right back. I want to see Chaz Witherspoon haven't really leaned on him. Them 40 pounds. He opened up on Witherspoon. He look like he going for the knockout. Slowly but surely. Right to the body. Chaz Witherspoon, y'all, just came off he got a knockout victory in March, so I didn't even know that. Yeah, a lot of people ain't. My homeboy just texted me. He said Canelo would destroy Bivol. Bivol was calling him out too. Yeah, I think he'll beat Bivol, man. Bivol got that one gear. I don't know what happened to Bivol. Usyk Usyk going for the knockout. He going for the gusto. Usyk going for the gusto, yo. Usyk might get him. Oh, nice left. Nice left. I think he hurt Witherspoon a little bit. Usyk looking good so far, y'all. Oh, he trained by Tommy Brooks. I remember he used to train. I forgot. Oh no, Usyk. You said your neighbors are fighting? Hey, Darkness, Bivol, listen, I'm going to tell you a little secret, man. Bivol, he's like the person that, a lot of people don't call him out. He didn't really, he only got one gear, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. Like I say, I got Beterbiev. I'm going live on Friday. Make sure y'all come. If you haven't seen Beterbiev, you're going to see him on Friday. The best person that has a chance to beat Beterbiev is Gospic, and they fighting Ukraine versus Russia. But I know you're right. He do fight like a middleweight. Remember in the amateurs he fought before he got bigger. Sean Porter beat Usyk in the amateurs. In that heavyweight, because I think they got in Olympics, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know they got heavyweight, but they also I think got super heavyweight in the Olympics. He fought a heavyweight. And then super heavyweight is another class. Well, in the pros, it's just heavyweight. Ain't no super heavyweight. So you got to give up 40 pounds, which is crazy. But he is nice on his feet, though. See, his footwork is nice. See how he get out of distance using his feet? He get out of range. Then he in the center of the ring. Nice right jab. Bam. Push his head back. Then he come in, show a little defense, bang. Then he'll go to the body, jab. Jab. Right hand. Witherspoon look like he can last. He might can last the distance. Let's see. Unless they call it TKO. If he go to Witherspoon body, he can get him out of there. Witherspoon look like he can withstand the punches though from a small. Ooh, he's starting to snap his head back, y'all. It's not looking good for Witherspoon. I wonder where he was selling cars at. He from Philly. If he in Philly, he probably was on Springfield. Does anybody in the chat have Kovalev beating Canelo? Because Canelo should be fresh. He coming off a victory. I know it was a tough victory, but as long as he can go through training camp with a good game plan, his condition should be up there. Oh, homeboy haven't fought since May. That'd have been 6 months since he fought. Canelo, he's snapping his head back. Let's see if Usyk can... Weak in the round 5 so far is all Usyk. Usyk trying to go for the knockout though. Oh, nice left. Nice left. Okay. Jab. Round 5 to Usyk, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We grinding. We grinding. Round 6 is coming up. Usyk is pushing the shutout on his heavyweight debut. If y'all been watching the news lately, he called out Wilder. He has that Lomachenko mentality. He want to see if he really the best. He got the Crawford mentality. He not talking about politics. He not talking about streets. He just want to see if he the best, and that's I commend him for that. I commend him for that because I'm gonna tell you a little secret. If he beat Wilder, he would be hands down pound for pound number 1. It won't even be close, son. That jump from cruiserweight to heavyweight is a serious jump, yo. It's a serious jump. Or if he beat Ruiz came in his last fight like 268. That's 50-some pounds, yo. He's throwing a right hook. He's circling to his right. Smart for him. Now he back. In the center of the ring. Bam. He pushing Witherspoon back. He would be smart to go to the body. It's round 6, y'all. If y'all like what y'all hear, if you want to support the channel, feel free to subscribe and smash the thumbs up because we grinding, baby. We going to get it up there. I just started this channel like not too long ago. I had to separate my channels, yo. Boxing, basketball, but mainly boxing. Oh, nice little right hook. Usyk, I'm peeping out. See, as I'm watching this, I'm trying to peep out his game so that way when I have to do a prediction later, oh, he forcing him to, wow. He clowning him now. He got good ring generalship. I'm trying to, analyze it too so I can break it down like his style versus another style. First of all, in order to beat Usyk, you're going to have to either know how to cut the ring off real good or you're going to have to just land a big shot on him. Because he got solid defense and good footwork. And he throws a variety of punches. He don't just throw one punch. He throw a short right hook to the body, a straight left to the body, a right to the body. He got a power jab. He circled to his right. So he don't over move neither. He moved just enough, but he don't over move. A over mover is somebody like Corey Spinks. They just move unnecessarily, or Oleksandr Usyk. That's why Oleksandr Usyk always be coming up in controversial decisions because he always give the impression that he's running when And oh, that was a nice body shot. Oh, he's starting to land more. He might get him out of here in round 9, y'all. Or the referee might stop it. Yeah, he taking some shots now. But Oleksandr Usyk, they over move. Homeboy moved just enough to get you out of range. He going for the knockout. And then he coming to get you. And he fight going forward. He right going side. If he had a Superman chin. Oh, nice body shot. Oh, he hurting that boy to the body. He going to get him out of there, y'all. But by round 9, he going to stop this guy. I can see it. Because he just getting warm up. He got different gears. Look, he's starting to get high. He ain't like Bivol. But as far as darkness, Bivol is he only got 1 gear. He knocked the dude down in the 6th round, but he didn't really look too impressive. That dude Castillo that he beat had lost to Marcus Brown. So, I mean, a lot of people like Bivol like that. Like, I just don't see how he can beat Beterbiev from what I seen. Well, we seen Beterbiev get dropped though. So it's not like he can't get dropped and get hurt, but it's just the way his attack is. It's just like the way he cut the ring off and he forced you to fight. It ain't no bullshitting around with him. Right hook, left. And one thing I can say about Usyk, he's scoring points. He's not getting a lot of leverage on the shots. I want to see if he started to get leverage on the shots. Because believe it or not, he become undisputed, but he still doesn't even have a lot of fights. He don't even have 20 fights yet. Maybe this is like his 16th fight. So he's still learning learning the pro style. He's stacking Chaz's head back. Bam. Making him miss. Bam. Double, triple jab. Stepping out the way. Endure tough times. Yeah, homeboy got a puncher's chance against him. Povetkin is shorter than... I think Povetkin is actually shorter than Usyk. I think Povetkin is 6'2". Povetkin do got a nice overhand right, but Povetkin ain't going to beat Usyk. Nice variety of punches, yo. That's what I'm most impressed with Usyk is his variety of punches. Now, I haven't seen dude land a big shot, so we don't really know how his chin is. So that still remains in the air. Because taking a punch from AJ and Wilder is different than Chaz. He backing him in the corner, snapping his head back. Bam. Body shots. Smart. Ooh, nice. I said by round 9, he might get him out of here, though. After the fight, I'm going to play it to see what he say. See if he'll call out Wilder again. He should. I mean, why not? Shit, that's how you got to put yourself out there. You got to let people know you want to fight. Stop this head back. Bam. Oh, he taking a lot of shots, boy. He not giving up, though. His eyes starting to get swollen. He taking a beating, dog. Homeboy going for the gusto, yo. Usyk ain't bullshitting, yo. Usyk don't got 1 gear. He go for the gusto. Right hook. Dude, eye down there shut, yo. They gonna have to stop this fight, actually. Because he just taking beating, man. Just let him go back to his job selling cars. You don't want nobody to get permanently injured. Even though Usyk ain't a big puncher, but those punches still hurt. He looked defeated, yo. They should get ready to start stopping. He looked like they might throw in the towel, actually. Let me hear what they talking about, yo. I appreciate y'all all coming on for chill out with the chat with me, but Usyk is looking very good, man.
And he's taking a shot. He is tiring though.
He getting tired, yo. He need this. They almost need to start this fight. Nah, Anthony, he getting beat down bad. Usyk dominating. Yeah, I think Spung would have been more of a challenge because he's a kickboxer. Those guys are efficient strikers like Israel Adesanya, so he probably still will win, but it would have been more exciting. You're right, though. I wanted to see that fight, but if he getting caught with PEDs, like, why is you cheating? Yeah. When they announced Lora versus Canelo, I knew that he would probably win, but I knew he wasn't going to get the decision based on the way he fight. Ugas, I said the same thing. I said they got Porter versus Earl next, so Ugas is going to win and they're going to cheat him, and that's basically what happened. You know what? That's a good question, Kyra. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much he made. Oh, they stopped it. Yeah, they stopped it, yo.
This one was spent.
Yeah, they stopped the fight because he was taking the beating, yo.
Anytime a fighter puts his arms on the ropes like...
Yeah, they stopped it, yeah. Usyk. Yup, you're right, Anthony. He was getting tired, yo. And you got to give it to him because Homeboy was going to the body. I said it. I said if you want to, even though your power might not be good, you can increase your chances of winning by being a good body puncher because it makes a person weak. It also makes them drop their hands. It does a lot for you being a great body puncher, yo. I want to hear what Usyk going to say. Is he going to call out Wilder?
Cruiserweight champion of the world moving up. Maybe he's...
Good win for Usyk, though. I did want to see Sprung, though. Maybe Usyk can come right back. And he heavyweight now. He don't got to make weight. Maybe he can come right back on the Kovalev. Well, no, let me see. That's the zone. They probably ain't going to do that because... Yeah, they probably ain't going to do that because that's Golden Boy and Kovalev. They just showing highlights here, y'all. For those who are new to the chat, I do the live commentary on all the fights, fantasy debates, and I go live throughout the week. But we about to really get it popping too because these next few weeks is going to be boxer's dream with great fights, great matchups. You got the Worldman Inoue versus Donaire. Those are huge fights right there. Yeah, those body punches took that gas right out of him. Nice left. Yeah, he was just landing too much. Yeah, I noticed that they was... I said it like 3 rounds ago that they going to probably stop it. It happened faster. Or he's going to stop him. Let's see what they going to say. I want to hear what his thing going to do. Darkness, you yo crazy. You say he boring. You say he boring, dog? Nah, I didn't. I haven't seen Mexican Fight Fan in a minute. What are you talking about? You say he boring? I'm trying to see what type of fighters you like watching. You must want guys that like. You must be a Mike Tyson fan, like a guy that just comes straight in and bang bang and knock you out. I don't get it. Like what you got?
Chaz Witherspoon said, "Hey, look, man, you called me a couple of days ago. He's talking to Eddie Hearn."
Now I can't agree that his level of competition wasn't there, but that's how you do when you first fight. You're not going your first fight at heavyweight. You fight a champion. You gotta fill yourself in and remember the dude got popped, Sprung, who was supposed to be a bigger challenge with a more power and younger and fresh. You know, Witherspoon was selling cars. He ain't training. That was like sparring. He got there through experience, but he needed the money. He got to feed his family, you know. We about to listen to what he gonna say. I want him to call out the champions. Like, I want to see it. Like, I want to see if he really got to compete, because he's definitely a new name, former cruiserweight. Here we go. Let's listen to the interview.
For you to make your heavyweight debut, but you finally did. How did you feel about your performance?
Занял немножко времени, пока ты перешел в тяжелый вес. Как ты можешь рассказать и как ты прочувствовал свое выступление?
Oh, listen, guys, thank you so much, everybody, people. Дякую, друзі! Listen. Today, birthday, my manager, Egis Primus, please. Applaudissements! Happy birthday! I'm very happy, you know.
Was this the performance you were looking for in your heavyweight debut?
Это было то, что ты ожидал своего выступления.
Я очень этого ждал. Были проблемы в том, что поменялся оппонент. Я об этом, может быть, не говорил и не показывал, но я чуть-чуть как бы в голове у себя так понервничал. Но, тем не менее, я собрался, помолился и сказал: Боженьки, помоги, пожалуйста. И он мне помог, слава Богу.
I was waiting for this moment. We had some little difficulties because we have to change opponent. I didn't show to nobody. I had some back thoughts into my head, but then I just prayed a little bit. I asked him, please help me, and looks like he helped me. Thank you.
Did you feel any different in the ring as a heavyweight than you did as a cruiserweight?
Ты почувствовал какую-то разницу между cruiserweight и heavyweight?
Ну, есть чуть-чуть, но я боксировал в суперах, так что есть, конечно.
Yes, there is a little bit of difference but I used to fight as a heavyweight, but yeah, it is some different.
You were coming off the longest layoff of your professional career. It looked like a couple of times during the fight you could have finished it a little bit earlier. Did you want to go some rounds in this fight?
У тебя был самый большой простой в твоей карьере, и выглядело, что как бы до того ты мог бы закончить его маленько раньше, но это было как бы у тебя замыслено, что ты хочешь несколько раундов пройти.
Нам надо было боксировать, задача от тренера была боксировать, и когда придет шанс, момент, тогда его надо использовать, но не по-наглому.
I did what my trainer told me to do. I just followed the orders. We had the plan. And it was like, the plan was to box, and I did box, and if it's going to be opportunity, use that opportunity.
Does a fight like this make you feel like you're ready for an Anthony Joshua, an Andy Ruiz, a Deontay Wilder type sometime early next year?
Is a fight like this tells you like the next one you wanted to fight, and Anthony Joshua, Ruiz, Wilder.
I think you heard me say that.
Sorry. Этот бой как бы доказывает тебе, что ты можешь боксировать с Anthony Joshua, Ruiz, Anthony Ruiz, Wilder, Tyson Fury.
Не знаю, я просто с ними могу боксировать и все. Я не знаю, доказывает он или нет. Я просто с ними могу боксировать.
I don't know, is that this fight gonna show me whatever? I'm ready to fight with them. I'm ready to fight them.
So we know you are the WBO mandatory. That fight's going to be at risk in December with Ruiz and Joshua. Is that a fight you think you're ready for in your next time out?
Yeah, you think he's ready. He trained all his life, 30-some years old. He don't got too much to wait. If he ain't ready now, when he gonna be?
Если мне его дадут, конечно, я буду брать.
If you're gonna give it to me, of course I'm gonna take it.
You've been a road warrior for most of your last few fights. Latvia, Russia, the UK. You're here in Chicago in front of a very pro-Usyk crowd. How did it feel fighting in front of fans that were cheering for you?
Ты постоянно боксировал по дороге. Латвия, Германия, Англия, Москва. Как тебе чувствуется сейчас боксировать, где народ за тебя болеет?
Я люблю этих всех людей и благодарю их, и боксирую для каждого.
I love all these people and I'm fighting for them.
Congratulations, Alexander.
Thank you so much.
It was a nice little turnout, though. Nah, yeah, you right though. He did say that though. He did say that. I don't think this fight will let me know, but he's ready. You got to give him respect. I mean, shit. I mean, he want to fight. If he 30 some years old, he damn near around the same age as Wilder, and so he ordered an AJ. You know how it is. They fight in Olympics, the amateur style, a little longer. I mean, if he believe he can do it, he a big name. Why not? Because he is a good boxer, though. Next Friday. Make sure y'all tune in next Friday. Oh. We gonna be live, baby. I forgot how to spell Gosvick name. Yeah, Dana White starting it soon, Darkness. I'm gonna do a video on it. He's serious about that shit. It was already a rumor that PBC was for sale. I don't know how he gonna do it, but he's serious about it. He hiring people and everything. He coming into boxing. I don't know how it's good he gonna be, but hey, I don't know. You can't fault a dude for having a dream. Yup. I agree, Anthony. You're right though. You're right, Anthony, and that's what we want to see though. But nobody said Ruiz was gonna beat AJ. Nobody said Jared Hurd was gonna lose to J Rock. Nobody. I'm gonna be honest with you. I picked Earl Spence to TKO Sean Porter late, and it almost came true. But nobody thought that fight would be like that. So you got to see. What you mean by that? And Endure is getting the corner market. What you mean by that? And you're right though, because I don't know what you mean by quarter market. Yeah, that was a nice little. Oh, okay, that's what you mean. But okay, just think of it like this though, Darkness. Before I get off of here, you notice in the UFC is no such thing as like ducking, or is no such thing. There's no such thing as that. Like it's only one belt, so it's not like 4 belts. It's possible to do it, but it's going to take people that's willing to also work with you, because money talks. Now, if you can pay the same fighters similar and still put the best on and still have the popularity and still have investments in it, remember the UFC value of the UFC over the years, it became $1 billion business. Now, the UFC fighters don't get paid as much, but J-Rock skill Hurd just strong. Hurd out, man. Hurd was coming on in that fight. That fight was lit, yo. Hurd was coming back a little bit, but homeboy had to tap into a second win though. Hurd got a look. See where he lacking like certain skills, he make up for it with determination and stamina. Yeah, endure tough times. Yeah, they are paying, but check this out though. But check this out though. The president said they not paying as much like that no more. I'm sure if it was like a Wilder or like a certain fighter, they would probably still pay. Remember, I think they offered Wilder like 120, but he didn't take it. They changing the way they do things, because it's different. It's not pay-per-view. It's based on subscriptions. So you got to have certain fighters that's going to drive subscriptions. And what way to do that? You got to have certain fights. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Out of all the networks, oh, White was Gordon. But yeah, you know what? They should be asking for more money, but they in that contract, and that's all that's all they know. It's kind of crazy though. I don't know. Their subscription base in the U.S. is not really public, but the zone is actually worldwide too. They in Canada, I don't think they in the UK, but they worldwide though in a lot of big countries. I'm gonna be honest with you, son. Like, I keep it 100. I call it right down the pike. I don't, like I said, I don't work for nobody. The zone fights has been better than all the networks, and I'm not lying to you, son. They have some fights. You see AJ Ruiz, they got Josh Taylor, Baranchek. They have some fight. I can't even remember them all, but I was like, yo, this fight is serious, son. They be having some good fights, yo. Like, the zone is serious. Like, they competing. You can't. I mean, you can't fault them for that. The zone and then Fox. And then I say ESPN. See, I'm going to tell you a little secret, Endor. You know a lot about boxing, man. You definitely got to come back through. But look, check this out. Remember when iTunes came out and CDs was selling? iTunes and Napster started to be a threat to the music industry. And they was trying all these different things. The zone, from a business perspective, is actually a threat to the pay-per-view market. So if you got a lot of companies that make a lot of money off of pay-per-view, they make a lot of their money, especially if they lose money on regular fights, but they make up for it in pay-per-view. They're not just going to give up pay-per-view like that. So they're going to do everything behind the scenes to make sure they don't do certain fights on the zone, even if the zone pays them more money, because in the long run, they have outside interests to make sure the pay-per-view market is still in place. If you notice, they say Tyson Fury and Wilder, ESPN and Fox. You see how fast they made that deal? Because another threat to that deal not happening was another heavyweight in Anthony Joshua. So they hurry up and made that deal. Now, when it comes to Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, the zone is not really a threat in there. They don't have a third fighter coming in. Now, if it was a third fighter that was bigger coming in, they would probably hurry up and make it. So you can just read between the lines, man. When you watch boxing, you can read between the lines of what's really going to happen. A lot of things, I'm a boxing fan, but I get frustrated like we all do. Yeah, money it's going to be more than money. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure how long Showtime going to be around. I tell you that. We see. I don't see how Showtime is going to be around because, once again, they don't listen to the fighter. They don't listen to the fans. Why would you have? First of all, you had Jamal Charlo. You trying to big them up. You put them with Adams. It's like they're enabled, like they're babying them. Like, if you want a guy to be a star, you have to put him in fights where you're not sure who's winning. It's just like anybody. Like, if you watch basketball and you want to see the two best teams fight, you don't want to see somebody like, if you put Golden State against the Knicks, you know the Golden State going to win, so you're going to be like, I'm not watching that. Yeah, Showtime, yeah, they might be done in boxing. I won't be surprised. Padding their records, enabling them does nothing for them. It does nothing for them. It's not getting them better. It's not getting them in the Hall of Fame. It's getting them money. And I want all the fighters to get the money. Don't get me wrong. And I understand that every fight can't be a bone burner back to back to back to back to back. Big name. I get it. But fighters used to do that not too long ago. Carl Froch. Look at Carl Froch's resume. He was fighting big name. He was going back to back to back to back to back. Yeah. But we don't know exactly how their game plan is going to be. That's the interest of it, though, Darkness. But he said he spoke to everybody except Arum and De La Hoya, and they said they willing to work together. You got to realize money talks, because they got Zuffa. The MMA is worth a lot of money, so they gonna have to come up with the balance of paying the fighters, but also establishing something new. And I'm all for it, because the sanctioning bodies is ridiculous, yo. They ridiculous, yo. Showtime is still, I think I'm going to end up streams with Hearn, and I'm smart on that. Yeah, Showtime, man. I can't think of a fight that Showtime put on that was good this year. Nope. I can't really think of a Showtime fight that was good. I'm trying to think. The Brazil versus Wilder maybe on Showtime, but that was in one round. I know they don't like each other. But just go by what it's saying, though. But, but see, sometimes, look, he might have a dream of doing certain things, and then he might, you never know, he might link up with Al Heyman. It is a rumor that PBC is for sale. I don't know. They all need to work together more, but if you got an ego and your feeling of importance come from, I done this, it's about then they don't get it, yo. And it's not like boxing is like basketball. It's not. It's a niche sport. Like, we diehards, people that watch boxing is diehards, but they'll learn. I mean, hey, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But once again, I appreciate everybody that come in the chat. Anthony Jones, Endure Tough Times, Darkness, Kyra from Antarctica, Lisa, everybody that came through, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, and everybody that came through where y'all didn't say anything in the chat. I appreciate y'all coming through, and like I said, I appreciate y'all. And if y'all want to support the chat, feel free. And I see y'all. I'm gonna definitely do live commentary for the next Friday, Artur Beterbiev. If you haven't seen him, make sure you Google him and YouTube him. 14-0, 14 knockouts, crazy power, very exciting. If you don't like him, Darkness, I don't know what type fighter you like. If you don't like this guy, because he come in like, phew, he's different, yo. But we'll see. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night.